forgot how to do my live stream. So my daughter goes, what did you say? You had a Karen experience? You should tell them the story. I'm sure they'd love to hear it.
Psychos.
Yeah, psychos. Yep. So she literally had a Karen experience at her place of work, which is kind of bad because, you know, this is the time to you would think people would be more giving and caring and more giving and caring.
No, literally.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna RC Guy Garage here. I'm just basically here to wrap up and finish the Mad Van. Depending upon how this goes, I think I'm actually going to break into the differentials because this Mad Van has been beaten pretty bad, and I am noticing wear on certain items like, you know, the hubs and stuff like that where the dog bones connect into. Which, you know, this is a what would you call this? Kind of like a entry level RC kind of thing to get out there and rip it, and it does rip very well. But I've also I want to say I've very seriously abused this. So a couple of things I'm going to go over. I am actually going to tape off the vent holes that are in my tires, because what I don't want is, obviously, you know, when I'm running out in these conditions, especially like right now, snow packs inside the wheels. So I'm going to do a couple of preventative things. One is obviously taping up the vent hole with that HVAC tape or Illuma tape, whatever people want to call it. And then before I take this thing out and rip it today, which, you know, that's the plan, along with the Outcast and hopefully the DBXL-E 2.0, I also do want to bring out my Hobao. I'm just not sure if that thing is ready. So anyways, yeah. So what's up, everybody? Sorry for being late, but I was talking to my kid and lost my thought. So I didn't realize what time it was. So let's just do this. Sign on to the thing here. Why haven't I still haven't figured out how to do this sometimes? YouTube crashed? What the heck is that? What do you mean YouTube crashed? Would you like to contribute anonymous? Sure. YouTube crashed. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so I think I figured this out. I go home, right? Oh no, it ain't even working. YouTube. Do I go there? My channel? Click that. Figuring it out. Slow but sure. That's a dumb ad. All right. What? Oh my God. Man, I've lost all like. It's funny. After a while, you seem to like forget stuff. At least I do. Also, didn't realize that different cinnamons are different. I thought like cinnamon was cinnamon, but this cinnamon, for some reason, is more grainy, where the other cinnamon that I have is more powdered. If that makes any sense. I like cinnamon in my coffee. Some people don't think that that's coffee, but it is. It's breakfast coffee. All right. All right, so I'm just gonna pop out the chat here, live chat. Jessica, what's going on? So who do we got here? Like I said, I'm sorry for starting late. I'm sorry, but not. My daughter was like, "What? No, I'm not more." How'd she say it? I'm not more important or something like that. I forget what she said. It was funny. She was obviously joking. Chef Beardsley, Icon, Paul, Lorne, Venom, Hot Hoopty, what's going on, guy? Caribbean Mafia, what's happening, man? RC you next Tuesday. What's going on, guy? Man, you're like, what time is it for you? It's like 10 o'clock at night? 9:30 at night or something like that? We got, let's see. Or actually, no. I think you're a 6-hour time difference or something like that. I don't remember now. A minute late. It's like 5 minutes late. Sorry about that. It's funny, nice. Chef shows up just to say, all right, see you guys later. J.O., what's going on, guy? Super Drake, what's happening, man? Trash Ninja, wow, it's been a while, Trash Ninja. Hope you're doing well. Dylan Davis, what's happening, man? Michael Dyke, wow, got a ton of people already here. This is insane. Let's see. Who else? It says 29 people here. Holy smokes. We got Dan the Man is here from England. Awesome. Dan the Man meaning Dan Beard. I like to come up with cool names for people. We got Dan the Man. Let's see. Stoned. What's going on, guy? Is that Bushwalker? Are you from Australia? No, you're from Canada. All right. That's awesome. Bushwalker, that's awesome, man. You new here? Or new to RC? I'm assuming new here. New RC. Oh, wait a minute. New RC guy. So you're new to RC. Wow. That's pretty cool. Mr. Man, I need my other glasses. I'm having a hard time seeing the screen here. Hit that like button, Jessica. Appreciate that. That's funny. RC Master. What's going on, guy? Who else we got here? You guys blew up the chat. Holy crap. Dan, what's going on, guy? My first RC truck is the... Are you serious? Bushwalker. That is one heck of a first RC vehicle. Wow. Man, when you go in, I guess you're going all in. A DBXL-E, man, that's no joke of an RC. Holy smokes. I don't think I would have ever even done that. That's insane. Wow. Your first RC and it's a beast. That is awesome. You know, it's funny. Here it is. You just got a DBXL-E and we're working on this, the little puny monster. I think I had said that I wasn't going to waste my time with blowing apart the diffs, but I think I will, only because I already took it this far. These bearings have been sitting in this oil bath for quite a while now. I'm surprised it's not like a haze of dust over the oil, but I kind of kept things covered. I don't believe I'm missing any parts. I did notice one screw was missing on here, but I think that's this one right here. I also, what was funny was when I was pulling these apart, because I'm so used to, you know, the axle going through your hub, like this little piece right here, I kept on looking at that piece and I'm like, man, how come I can't pop that bearing out? Why isn't that bearing coming out? Well, because it's not a bearing. Yeah, I think I just realized I am missing parts. I'm missing the discs. Oh no, here they are. So I was thinking about breaking into my other kit and maybe robbing some parts out of the kit that I had to maybe extend out these Mad Van wheels just a little bit further. Because that's literally all it would do is just extend these out a little bit further. I think I might go and grab those parts. They should be sitting in a box. Hopefully I'd be able to find the box pretty quick. The brushed motor in this obviously is slightly suffering. The brushes are obviously already wearing out because when I rip this thing, it is on 3S and it's basically, I swear it's this the entire time. Full trigger. So, and I did want to say again, for an RTR radio, man, I'm still weirded out by the fact that the steering thing is angled. All right, that is weird to me, but it's just like I think it's just a visual. But this radio has so many stinking like options to it. Like, I mean, jeez, the stuff on here, I didn't even, I don't know. I don't even know what half of the stuff is, I think, on this radio. I think there's a way to charge it right there. It's like it says 6-volt DC. I don't even know what that little hole is. Does that mean you would put like regular rechargeable batteries in here? Because I don't think you can put a thing in here. There's no plug, I don't think. I never looked at that. No, there's no plug. I was thinking maybe you could put a lipo in there, but there's no way to do that. So, but yeah, for a RTR, this remote is actually pretty crazy. If you do like recording type stuff, like a lot of people do nowadays, that's the only negative with this style. This is almost similar to the way Traxxas does their bass. The clamping system that I have, it does clamp on, but what ends up happening is I end up cranking it down so hard that it starts like crushing this bass because I don't want it to go anywhere. And what I've done is I've just taken a Velcro strap and just Velcro strapped it to the handle. That way it doesn't fall off. But other than that, yeah, this little stinking Kyosho RTR remote, it's nuts. It's nuts what this thing can do. I think the plastic is still on here. What did that say? Is that low battery? Nah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know. It's almost like it's connected up to something. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little thing. But I have not ripped apart these differentials, so I figured I might as well do it. Already took it down, already, cleaned out the bearings. As far as the bearings are concerned, because these are just a shielded bearing, obviously fine grit material got inside the bearings and kind of, I mean, if you've seen any of the videos, I've beat the crap out of this thing. And that fine grit material did get in there. I was able to put it in the juice, which is just this solution right here. Got all the grit out, and then I took my air compressor and blew out, basically tried to get out the rest of the fine gritty material. The bearings felt great, and like I said, they've been basically just sitting in this oil. God. They've been sitting in this oil, I think, probably 3 days short of when I actually did the live breakdown of this thing. So they've been sitting in this oil for quite a while. So I think they're fine. I think they're all oiled up. Shocks, I will check the shocks. I'm literally just going to check like everything. I mean, I'm already here. Why not just continue the process? I did put this, obviously, this cover back on. Did put this cover back on. I'll take this cover back off. I'll leave, I think I can leave this intact because what I did is I ended up relocating the speed control because what I didn't like, and I understand how they're thinking here. They're thinking that the air is going to pull through. Yeah, I didn't agree with it. There were too many wires packed up and inside this ESC where I don't think this thing was breathing. So, and if you give the ESC a smell, it definitely smells a lot better now than it did when I first worked on it. And why I say you give it a smell is that because I was burning up this motor, ripping it on snow-packed 3S tires, or 3S snow-packed tires, I was really overworking this ESC. Yeah. But it took it. The motor was glowing hot. I mean, it was probably to the point to where you wouldn't want to touch it. But now at least I feel that there's more ventilation, number one, to the waterproof ESC, which it does say on there. It does say it's waterproof. That's the only reason why I decided to do it like this. says waterproof, so hopefully they mean it. Yeah, I think that's it, right? What else did I do? Did I do anything else? I don't think I did. I think everything else is fine. I think everything else is just like the way it like should have been, other than just, you know, making the wires so that they're just, you know, out of the way and kind of just making things look a little bit nicer, I guess. Yeah. So let's just start with the front end. Super Drake, what's going on? Your first ESC was melting after 3 battery packs. Wow. That's no good. On one of these things, you know, I got to tell you, years ago, when I used to race, there was another manufacturer. I think it was Futaba. Didn't Futaba have their own ESC way back? Like, I don't know if some of the people in this like chat are familiar with RC stuff back in the 80s. Late. It would have been mid to late 80s. How old was I? I think it would have been, it might have even been somewhere like in the early 80s. Let's just say like early, mid, late. I don't really remember. But I think Futaba had their own ESC. And what was funny is the little MOSFETs. Like if you were overpowering your RC, which is what I always did, there were no like cooling fans and all that stuff. What it was heat sinks. So you'd vent your body, you'd position your ESC in the best area to get air. And usually what I did is I would take my ESC and I would stick it on the back. I'd literally stick it on the back shock tower, and I'd cut a hole in the body so that the air would hopefully hit the heat sinks. That was like, you know, when I was a kid, all those little thoughts. But I think they were Futaba ESCs. But the way you would realize, or the way, you know, how do I explain this? During one of my races, I think I was on, I think it was like a 4-lap race or something like that. And I think it was like the last lap. I don't remember. It could have even been like the second lap. But I had way overgeared, way overpowered the ESC. And while it did survive, what ended up happening was, as I'm driving around the laps, the MOSFETs were popping out because they were becoming unsoldered. And the funny thing is, like the way those ESCs worked, I think it was like the higher end MOSFET or whatever would pop out because, I don't know if it was the first or last, I forget. Man, it's been so long. But either way, as the MOSFETs would pop out, the car would be going that much slower. Meaning I finally realized that, you know, I was overpowering and way overgearing my cars. So, but I suffered the damage. And then I think after those Futaba ESCs, like I said, I think they're Futaba, but after those, then I started going to Novak. Novak seemed to be able to take the abuse, and I switched over to Novak and stayed with Novak forever. I think the last Novak receiver ESC that I bought was a Novak Rooster. And I think they called it that because it was designed for, you know, producing, you know, rooster tails. I think that was the whole point. So, but this one reminds me, this ESC literally reminds me of one of the old Futabas. And you would buy the optional heatsink to stick on top of the ESC. So, yeah, there's some nostalgia for you. Tells you I've been in the hobby for a couple days. I've been in the hobby for a couple days. Shade Tree, what's going on, guy? Hopefully you guys had... Oh, Mitchell's here too. Mitchell, guy, what's going on? Futaba did sell ESCs. The MC330 was... You know what, J.O.? I'll tell you, that's one of the reasons why I like you here. Because your I don't know how you like. I've had a conversation, so all right. So this guy JORC, right? I would suggest actually I'm sure he's going to take this the right way, JO. I'm sure he's going to step up his content a little bit better. Maybe be more personable. But I'll tell you right now, this JORC guy, he's like that guy that if you were playing that Trivial Pursuit game, now granted, I've actually never played it because games like that don't interest me. But Trivial Pursuit is like the knowledge that this guy has stuck in his brain that like you could be just having a general conversation with him and you would just maybe like touch on something like how I'm talking about, you know, the Futaba ESCs, and he's like, oh, hey, you know, a A330 Futaba, and it's like, dude, how do you weren't even alive when those ESCs were out. How do you even know about that? So I just think it's funny. So anyways, Mitchell guy, dude, thank you. Appreciate that. What is link to? Oh, nice. Awesome. How come Jo didn't put that in there? Yeah. So like I was saying, you want to go check out Jo. He's when he does let's put it this way. His videos are when he does his unboxings are, don't take this the wrong way and I have a freak out. They're dry. But the reason why they're dry is because he's trying to he's explaining like the details. Like, I mean, when I do an unboxing, I know nothing. I don't even, the only time like I ever read a box is literally when I'm unboxing it because I could care less. I literally just want to take the RC, rip it out of the box, slam a battery pack in it. Hopefully it's the right battery pack. Usually I'll see whether if it says 3S, 4S, 8S, 6S, 12S, 100S. You know, I'll make sure obviously the battery pack that I've got is going to be compatible with it, which I got to tell you right now, I was thinking to myself, this ESC, I had to have changed it over to 3S if that's what, I think that was like how you do the pins. I think you could do the pins a certain way and makes it so it's 3S. I was starting to doubt myself, like, man, did I ever switch that over? Is that why the ESC was frying? I don't even know. And that's the great part about me is I don't care. But on JO's, like he's so like bam, 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 bam. He's going to tell you the 20 things. Actually, there'll be 17 things about the RC on the box, and he'll tell you 20 things about it because he has like that Trivial Pursuit like brain. So, and I'm not that. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm literally just throw a pack, smash a pack into it, throw some double A's into the controller, and just get out there and rip it. And then suffer the consequences after the fact, which is also, I very rarely will ever open a manual, although a couple of times I recently have. But I'd rather, for me, it's the way I learn. I'm a visual learner, forget reading. I'd rather just figure it out. Have I ever suffered consequences because of that? Hell yeah. But I'm okay with it because then guess what? I get to figure out for myself, well, why did this just burn up? Oh, that's why I overpowered it. Oh, this isn't 6S? Anyway, it's just like I say, it's just about having fun, getting out there and ripping it. So. Like I said, Jo, just don't take that as an insult, me saying that your videos are dry. I mean, like the difference between how I do a video, it's just more, you know, I don't know. You learn less. You learn less with my unboxings. Well, actually, it's not even an unboxing. I call it what's in the box. So I think JO's are more of a true unboxing, because there's just so much more detail and stuff you'll learn from his videos than you will mine. And I only speak to literally people that are like right here, part of the game, part of the show. So like obviously Mitchell RC is here, RC Masters here, Chef Beardsley. Actually, Chef Beardsley, I don't even know if he's here. Doesn't matter whether he's here or not. He's doing a Losi 8 build, a kit. You know, the one that's nitro and electric, or nitro or electric, and he's doing his as nitro. And what's great about Chef is that Chef is building the kit by, so Chef's not afraid to be wrong, like meaning when you watch his stuff, he does like, I mean, it's similar to, I think, how I do it, but it's like even the most simplest thing, which was great because I'm losing my mind sometimes, because you know when you're watching somebody like do something and you know how to help them, but they're not looking at chat, or you kind of just want to leave him alone, let him do his thing, let him figure it out. He was doing the little disc pads, and what he kept on doing is he kept on, I think he had 2 large disc pads. So there were four things all together, 2 large, 2 small. And what he was doing was he was grabbing the 2 large and trying to put them together, and it wasn't working out for him. And he eventually figured it out, but it's very similar to Mitchell. Mitchell's RC, he's also another one that you should go check out. And don't base one video off of the reason why you don't watch other videos. If you're watching a video and you don't like it, skip to the next one, skip to the next one, skip to the next one. Or, you know, buzz through and find the content that you want to watch on it. Eventually what will happen is, as like what I've realized for myself, I've realized, especially like doing lives and also when I'm doing the recordings, I'm not talking to nobody. Like right now, I have realized that while I look literally at that little electronic camera device, that I'm actually talking to people. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think before, when I was doing recordings, I pushed myself and I went into Home Depot with a camera to my face, which was very uncomfortable, because I've got that, like, we'll say I got that construction guy kind of background, and you don't really draw attention to yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just do your job and you get it done, you get paid, and that's it. And man, walking into Home Depot, I felt like such an idiot. Got this camera facing to my face. I'm talking to myself here. I think I even said stuff like that in the video, like just watching people's reactions. But right now, I don't care anymore, because I've realized that I'm not talking to a device. I'm talking to people now. Do you know what I mean? Like this channel has 6,000 subscribers, and granted, probably 5,900 subscribers don't even watch the channel, but I think it's funny. You break out of your shell. So, but Mitchell, he's the same way. He was doing a Facebook, because Mitchell used to do Facebook Lives, and I kind of wish he would get back into that habit. And I know the YouTube videos are good and all that stuff, but Mitchell was creating like this little thing for himself, which I think it was actually making him get more comfortable with the camera. And it's like my haircut right now. Yeah, I have a mullet. You're right. And like, would the old me have like I don't know, man. I don't know. I actually like it. I want my wife to fix it a little bit more, but you know, it's a different kind of mullet, and it's RC Guy Garage mullet. Yeah, I know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. But Mitchell's RC. Oh yeah, there was one time when he was trying to put something together, and I think it was the whole part about when you're doing something and you're trying to instruct and you're trying to show somebody how to do something. What he had done was by accident, I don't think he realized it, but he put a gear backwards. And he just wasn't thinking because he was in the moment. You know, it's just one of those things that happens. He had the gear backwards. And Mitchell is known for breaking stuff, meaning like he'll fix something and he'll literally take it out for one rip and destroy it. Like, I mean, he did like this pretty cool paint job on a car that he had, I think it was his RG something, his RG speed car or something like that. I think he took it out for one rip and he smashed into a telephone pole or something. I forget what the heck he smashed into, but he smashed into something and literally blew all the paint off of it. And it was just like, I kind of felt bad, but he had the gear in backwards and he took, I think, the pliers and started, because he was getting aggravated. He was like, why aren't these meshing? He started taking, he has a diff in his hand, and he's like taking the pliers and he's like mashing the gears, and because they wouldn't settle down and he was just not seeing it. And that was a great video because it was, you know, number one, a learning experience for him, you know, to pay a little bit more attention. You know, stop looking, and to also look at chat. That's another thing that Chef Beardsley has to do. When he does a live, I know it stinks, but what I've noticed is that when he does the lives, if somebody asks him a question or answers something that he asked about, he doesn't see it till like 10 minutes later. And he's like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, because he didn't correlate that somebody answered a question or somebody said something to something that he said 10 minutes ago, and he's just noticing it now. So where am I going with this? I don't know. Just go check out these guys' channels. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button because, like, what's it? Kevin Talbot says doesn't cost you a dime, or I don't know. I know I was saying that because it doesn't cost you a dime. Just hit that subscribe button. Who cares? You know, whatever. You know, you can tailor the bell notifications. You can get all the notifications, or you can get, I don't even know. Just subscribe to these people, will you? It's worth a shot. Everybody in here, you should literally all subscribe. Just do it. Doesn't cost you a dime. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just taking off this cover plate, which is attached to the back side of that differential. I'll take off the shock towers, and then hopefully we'll be in business to check out and see what these diffs look like after. I don't even know how many battery packs. Again, not everything is filmed, so I've ripped this thing probably twice as much or maybe a third as much more than you've seen. I want to say probably twice as much. Because sometimes, like I said, you just want to get out there and you just want to rip it. So I think I've got all the screws out. Barbecue. What's going on, guy? This isn't a screw here. I think that goes down into there. All right, cool. So took a whole bunch of screws just to take that off. So it's 6, 7, 8 screws just to get that off. To get this diff off, this cover, pretty sure it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that's, if I remember right, I think that's how this comes apart. I don't remember if it's from the front or if it's the whole top piece. So I think for now, I'm going to release these 2 screws right here. You know what? I got to put the flash on. How do I put the flash on? I know there was a way to put the flash on before. Enable flash. Nice. That's what's cool about this phone. You can like put the light on. So I think these 2 screws, it's all that's holding on the shock tower with this piece here. So I think it's 1, 2, 3. So 2 forward, 1 on the back. I think that pops off. Again, I don't remember if this is what 50-50 split case or if it's that quarter split case. So oh, dude, you should see the toolbox I got down in my thing right now that I'm finally going to be able to use. Whoa, what is that? Oh, it's a broken piece of plastic. What? Check that out. The shock tower is broken. Well, you know what? That's going to give me a chance to use that UV glue I've got. Wow. Check that out. I didn't even realize that the shock thing was broken. Huh. Well, dang it. I guess I'll just have to glue it on. I don't know. Am I sad? No. I think I'm more surprised that something's actually broken because this thing has been exhibiting no issue. And I have beat this thing. Super Drake's taking off. See you later, man. Oh, looks like that shock is leaking too. Have to check that out. Oh, look at all the stuff that I'm realizing. The lack of my lack of maintenance. And this sand in that screw. Yeah, so that, not sure why that's leaking, but I'll pop that apart and see what's going on. But yeah, check that out. The little ear broke off. Like I said, it'd be a perfect opportunity to go ahead and use that UV stuff, see if it actually works. Still can't tell. I think this case is a half split case. It's not like I didn't build one of these. I did build one, I just don't remember. But from the way it's looking, it looks like the case is splits right in half. Man, isn't that funny? I don't even remember. All right, so that's for that. Get this out of the way. I think I'm gonna have to get some trays here. Move all these over. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I believe that case will just pop right up with these arms. Just check these arms. Everything here is mint. Everything is so flexible anyway. I actually thought about taking this, whatever I would need off of this one, and converting my rally car to a modified Mad Van. I just don't know if it's the same exact chassis length, because I know these are available in 2 chassis platforms, and one's longer than the other, so I don't remember. I don't know if this is like literally the Mad Van. I mean, I don't know if this is the rally car. I know this is the Mad Van. That was dumb. Ooh, everything looks clean in there. Wow. Wow, that's surprising. That is actually surprising. That is clean. Wow, I think I'll just, I don't think there's any grit in there, is there? No, nothing to really speak of, man. Wow. That really is very surprising. This Mad Van has been beaten to death. These bearings feel mint. Yeah, this thing's actually very clean. Wow. Wow. Seriously, with how much I've beaten this thing, for it to actually be this clean, let's take a look at the gear wear. There is a little bit of wear, but man, that's actually pretty good. Holy smokes. Another reason why to go ahead and buy yourself a Mad Van, man. Buy yourself a Mad Van, man. That's why I called it that. It's the Mad Van, man. Very surprised. This little RC does this well. There's a very slight amount of grit in there, but that's probably just literally that's just the probably the break-in process. Little bit of grit on that bearing surface, which is nothing. Yeah, pretty surprised. I'm gonna crack this open. Just get a look inside, see what we're looking at in here. So it looks like it might be the smaller, and it's not. It actually is this. So just get a look inside of here. See if I should add fluid. RC Clan, what's going on, guy? Okay, this is the first time I've taken this thing apart, opened it up. Let's see what it looks like. What? Are you stinking kidding me? That's even a differential that looks like it has proper fluid in it? You've got to be kidding me. Kyosho's killing it right now. Holy smokes. I have got no reason to clean this out. For how I've ripped this thing, how does this thing look so clean? This looks like I literally just opened it. Like I opened it, just took it out of the box and just opened it up. I think I'm going to put some stuff in there. I'm going to put a little bit of, fluid in there, but look at that. Look how clean that is. Wow. Do yourself a favor. Get yourself a mad van. Holy crap. That's obviously only a single spider gear too. This actually could take another spider gear set in there. I doubt that shaft has a flat spot on it, but this thing needs nothing. Oh, I'm losing parts now. This thing literally needs nothing. I'm just going to put a little bit more fluid in there. So it's obviously it's just a grease. So I'm going to put some, I am going to put, I think, just for extra lubrication, I'm going to put a little 10K in there. That should help. Wow, I'm actually very impressed with this. This inexpensive little RC. The fun that I've had with this thing far exceeds, I was going to say another word, far exceeds the price, man. Oh, you're fine. Wine bag. Oh, you're fine. Stop being such a wine bag. Very, very surprised. I know I've already said it a couple of times, but I am. Forget to have yourself some coffee. This is COVID and coffee after all. This shock is leaking. So what I'm hoping is it's just that little cap on the bottom. That's the issue. This is all, oh wow, look at how nasty that is. Is it a little cap on the bottom of this? Right? Or is this, well, there's no cap on the bottom. So it's the little bushing that's leaking. Or is there a cap? Almost feels like there is a cap. Oh, there is a cap. Actually, it's not leaking from the bushing. It's actually leaking from the cap. All right. So it had 3 shims in there. Daisy, you're being such a wine bag. So that little cap end is leaking. So the question is, do I have what I need? Pop that, and I guess I do. So it could be that just that needed to be a little bit tighter. Just going to clean it up. Trying to see here. So I believe so that little, yeah, so the little O-rings, the oil is bypassing the O-rings. So that's either this cap isn't applying enough pressure down, because obviously what's going to happen is as you turn this cap, it's going to compress those. So the thought is, how do I want to do this? Because I don't have little O-rings. What I could potentially do is pop this cap off, sand this edge just the slightest amount so I can get a better clamping force on it. But I think what I'll do right now is I'm just going to tighten this up so it's cranked all the way down. See what happens. See if it still leaks after I crank this down. I gotta get a different set of pliers here. The other thing, as a inexpensive, cheap fix that I used to do when I was a kid, take plumber's tape, undo this, wrap a little bit of plumber's tape around the base of your shock rod, and when you obviously screw it back down, what it do is it will compress around that O-ring. But I think right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try tightening this, see if that works. Hopefully, that's what the issue is. So we'll see. We'll see if it bleeds. All right. So we definitely need more shock oil. So it means I have to go get some shock oil. Dang it. Of course that's going to flip. Let's see what we got here. It's about the same. Pierces though. Whoa. Pierces though. I just dumped shock oil everywhere. What I will do is now scoop up my shock oil that just spilt all over the place. Just pour it right in. All right. Scoop up the shock oil. Let's use a spoon. All right. You can see how I'm doing this. I gotta literally scoop up the mess on the table into a spoon using a knife. It's working. It's working. Good enough. A little overfilled, but that's all right. That's why you're not supposed to do stuff in the kitchen. Oh, a mess. Making it worse. All right, that was a lot of shock oil. Especially when it comes to these shocks. That was a ton. I think that's good enough. Little overfilled here. Let it squeeze out. Joe Daddy's Garage is here. Still looks like it's leaking from the bottom. So those O-rings probably are worn out. Joe Daddy's Garage. Wow. Thank you, sir. Holy smokes. So it definitely is still leaking. Maybe I can get some coffee. Yes, sir. Thank you. I could get a couple coffees with that. Thank you very much, sir. May have been just residual from the cap, because it actually seems like it might be all right now. It definitely is tight, both top and bottom. So I think I'm just going to go with that. Colby, you're fine. Colby, stop. Colby, you're fine, buddy. So that's a little happier now. I'm happy with that. I'm somebody that uses that term. I'm happy with that. think I shouldn't be surprised that I had at least one leak in shock. With all the abuse that this thing has taken. Deserved leakage. So the interesting will be to see if that special glue stuff that I've got is going to be able to fix this. I know one of the things that it needs is to be very clean. So that's why I used a paper towel that was clean and not soaked with grease. All right. Now is the little broken plastic piece. There it is. So now I've never used this glue stuff before. So this ought to be interesting to know if this will even work. Because wherever I put this, boy, I wonder if that'll even work on there. Because wherever I put this, it's got to still wrap around the differential. So, and it sits on top of those ears. You know what? I wonder if that glue is even going to work. Oh, well, I'm going to go get it and try it. Never tried it before, but that's why I've got it. See if it'll work. All right, so I did bring up that just in case, to see if maybe if I could just tack it with that, but this is the stuff that I've got right here. Jason, see you later, man. It's from a company called Bondic, and all it is, I have literally never used this. I'm taking it out of the box literally right now. So here's an unboxing. It's a kit. Comes with this little metal case, which I'm assuming that's what this little thing is. These are like the glue tubes. So I got some extra glue tubes. And I guess this is the instruction. Oh man. All right. That ain't gonna happen. I am not going to be reading that, that's for sure. Holy smokes. I'm just going to try it. Either way, what I've seen is that yeah, I don't know. I've seen that what this does is it's a little UV light, which how do you even make the light work? Oh, all right. Oh, all right. So apparently that's just like a holder for it. And you squeeze the glue onto the surface, and this UV light, that doesn't make any sense. Isn't there like a squeeze tube? All right. This kind of doesn't make any sense here. Seems like that should come apart. But the UV light is supposed to cure the glue. There we go. All right, so it does. It is a cap. So I don't even know if this is going to work in this situation. Whoa. So it's like a little pin orifice right there. So I'm assuming what you do is you squeeze this on it, and then you use this to cure it somehow. This little light. So what I think I'll do, well, I wonder, is this even gonna work? Well, never using this stuff before, I'm just gonna give it a shot. So I'm gonna squeeze it onto the broken sections here, which I don't even know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Just put it on there. Put it on there. Just kind of hold it into place, I guess. I'm gonna take this little UV light. I'm gonna see what happens. Man, how do you make that? How do you make this thing work? I don't even know if this is how it's supposed to work. I actually feel a little bit of heat from that light. Oh, it actually did work. What? All right. But this little thing is so tiny, though. Man, this is not made for like real hands here. This probably isn't going to work how I was thinking, but it actually is solid. So I'm going to put a little bit of that glue, which I should sand it to create grooves for the glue to, yeah, that glue's hard. Oh, never mind. No, it's not. All right, so that's not how it works. Let's try it again. Let's smear the glue over the crack. Like that. Now let's see if it works. Did feel like it was held together, but I swear I just saw smoke. Yeah, I don't know if this is working. Felt like it worked at first. This could be a fail. The light isn't reached. Yeah, it needs time to cure. Right. That's what I was thinking. That it's just an external repair, not an internal. I just wish I knew like if it was working. Because it looks like it's wet still. Oh, it's not wet. Oh. So it does cure it. I think I need to leave it on for a time. I don't know how long, but I think it was worth a shot to try it. It was only like 20 something bucks. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Send it back. But it's funny, this light does have like a little bit of heat. This probably won't work like I was thinking. This light is not easy to hold on to here. You got to use like your thumbnail to pull back on the switch in order for it to work. Maybe you can use it. No, you can't use a finger. Can you? Nah, you need like a thumbnail. You need a fingernail to get in there. It seems more like this is snake oil. This is literally snake oil. I don't even know how long I'm supposed to put this light on here for it to cure. I should just put it in the sun. That'll give UV rays. I have safety glasses on. Check it out. See? I got safety glasses on. Get my welding goggles. Put the welding goggles on, guy. You're putting UV rays into your eyeballs. Boy, that camera flash is bright. Now I am blind. It did cure, but I don't think this is I don't know if this is going to be the right product for this. Probably when I bolt it on, it's probably literally just going to snap right off when I bolt it on. Screw it on, bolt it on. It's worth a shot to try it, I guess. I think I can squeeze a little more. Jeez, I can't even see now. I think I can squeeze a little bit more. Right there, where the crack is. The only thing is I don't want it. Oh, wow, that cures fast. I don't know if it needs to be like deep penetrating, but I've got the light literally right on the blob of glue. It does seem like it now it stays on. Does that stay on? Oh, look at that. I guess it can stay on. Hey, that makes it easier. This probably won't last. But again, like I said, it was worth a shot. I think I do have to scrape it off of there, though. I don't think that's going to work. Oh, it's actually hardened. Like, that's hard. I think I need to use a razor blade to get it off. Like, I mean, that's literally hard. Yeah, it snapped off. So that probably won't work like that. So I'm going to take a little bit of the tire glue here, because this stuff flows wicked. Are you off too? Work? Huh? Oh. Well, that's awesome. I think what I'll do is I'll just put a little drop right there into the crack. Wouldn't it be funny if this stuff worked? UV light, it bonds regular glue. No way, but figured I'd try it, see what happens. Will the UV light dry regular super glue? Nope. Need to figure out something better for this little light thing. I'm just gonna leave it. Cap this thing off. I don't know if this stuff is working or not. We're gonna find out. Check this shock too. Pull them here. Hi, sweetie. Were you off too?
Moment.
Okay. Don't forget to.
I already talked to him. Like in the morning.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Peter. So this shock is definitely weak on fluid too. So this one I'm just going to literally crank this bottom cap a little bit tighter. And then I'll throw some junk in there. Larry Harris, what's going on, guy? Yeah. Well, it makes it easier, like Larry, because you put the @RC Guy Garage, makes it so that I see it. Because most of the time, like I said, when people come into the chat, you're literally just talking to each other. You know what I mean? It's just like a way for people to just hang out, you know? Because most of the time, nobody's watching what I'm doing. If you are, you're crazy. All right. So let's see. That seems to work. And need the longer screws, I think, right? Is it longer or shorter? Longer, I think. I don't remember. I think it was the long ones. Watch it just snap right off. No, Sergeant J, I just basically, I left off, like, whenever I did that live working on this thing, I literally left it off. I put these things in oil, the bearings, and they've just been sitting there, probably -3 days from when I had done it. So it had just been a while, or 2 days, something like that. Now I figured with all the abuse that this thing has taken, I thought I should maybe, you know, look into it and check it out and see if it's all right. I did end up cracking the little ear here. Oh, it didn't work. So this glue does not work. And I'll show you how it doesn't work. See the white spot? It's right there. That's where it just broke off. So what I can do is, now that that's on, I can go ahead and take some super glue. Now squeeze a little super glue in there. And yeah. So this UV glue is definitely not, I probably should have sanded the area. If I sanded it, it probably would have had a bite into the material. But I just didn't want to waste my time, so now I'm just going to suffer for that. Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll squeeze a little bit of super glue in there, and then I'll overlay maybe some of that UV stuff and see what happens. So I suspected it wouldn't work, but you know what I mean? Why not give it a try? The glue was only $30 or $20 or something like that. I've never used it before, and now I see why not to use it. So I am just going to squeeze some, I'm going to squeeze some regular super glue right into that spot right now, which will get under the UV stuff, and I'll just overlay it with, I'll overlay it with the UV junk. This was just like this was just a test. I really didn't think this was going to work, but it's going in there. So, but probably prepping the area with a little sandpaper maybe would have given it a better grip. I'm going to take some more of this stuff. I'm going to squeeze it over the super glue that I just put on there. Squeeze it over the super glue. Just like that. And take the little light and see what happens. Whatever this is doing, you could definitely smell the super glue now that I'm doing this. A plastic welder is not here. It probably would have worked better with that plastic welder. Again, it's not a permanent solution, but I just figured I'd never tried this stuff before and figured I'd guinea pig myself here and try it on this side. I didn't even know this was broken, but this UV stuff I was going to try for my cracked wheel, but now I'm thinking that's not going to work. Should just use 2-part epoxy. So I think that's probably good enough. I don't even know what the heck I'd use this stuff for. Let's leave it. See what happens. All right. I opened up the diffs on this thing and was very surprised at how clean everything was inside. So what I did is I just ended up adding, what did I add? 10K? I think I just added 10K to it. A little bit of 10K, but I mean, the diffs were mint. Didn't even look like, I mean, looking at the inside, it didn't even look like I ever even drove this thing. You didn't miss a thing, Chef. Other than the fact that the UV glue didn't work as I kind of suspected. It did kind of work somewhat. It's a different kind of thing. Not made to do, I guess, this. So I used a combination of it and some super glue in it. Hopefully that'll be all right. Right, started Jay. Well, I plan on taking it out for a rip in the backyard track today. There's snow all over the place. Figure this thing should rip it pretty good. What I need my socket. Need a socket to be able to push this bearing down, but I think I could do it on here. No, I can't I? Because I need a flat surface. Will that work? Oh, check it out. You've got to be kidding me. Fits right over it. It's awesome. Bearings are much happier now. Monster Jam Man. Thanks for that. So in this phaser kit that I had, obviously it came with different offsets. Here's the offset for the Mad Van. I figured I'm just going to step the wheels out a little bit. Could put these on the Mad Van, but nah. So I did want to do is I did want to tape those holes in the inside. So before I do that, Just taping those little vent holes because I just don't want the snow melting inside, messing up the wheels. No, I think I missed that hole. Did I? Yep. Dang it. Jeez, almost missed that one too. Need the longer screws. You know what? I'm going to need the longer screws, won't I? Because I don't think that's going to make it. So the longer screws in the kit. Just remembering that right now. So inside this kit, should have been longer screws. How's that gonna work? How do I take a phone call? Hey, look at that. It actually works. Take a phone call, it automatically switches back when the phone call ends. That's pretty crazy. But here's a question. Oh, I can't text, can I? No, I can't. Dang it. All right, so how do I do this? Crap. I wonder, how can I do this? Oh, you heard the entire, well, I guess you know what kind of milk I like now. All right, let's see. How do can I minimize this? Nah, I can't minimize this, can I? Whoa, whoa, what did that just do? Nope, that's not what I want. If I click the end, it'll end the stream. So I don't want to do that. How the heck am I going to do this? I literally have to Instagram her, don't I? That's a riot. I can actually Instagram her. Holy crap, I didn't think about that. All right, let's see. Instagram. Can I call her on Instagram though? Messaging? Crap, I don't know how to do this. Wait a minute. Camera. No way. How do I switch it? Is that working? Literally Instagramming. Are you there?
Oh, Simply Smart. Okay.
Yeah. See what it says?
Yep.
Okay. Because I'm still using my phone to stream, and I'm like, how the heck can I? You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Great.
Love you, sweetie. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
That's crazy. Instagram my own kid. This technology stuff is pretty cool. All right, so there were longer screws somewhere, I thought, in this kit. I might not be able to use these if I can't find the longer screws. Or maybe these are the longer screws. So these are the ones that are in there. It looks like there are screws in this bag. Somewhere in here. Yeah, this is where I need a paper plate. I don't think we have any more. Oh, but we got the plates that hopefully won't break. All right. So inside that kit, it had longer screws for the longer offset wheels, which I think are these. And yep. So what I need to do is I need to switch over to these in order to run these offset caliper hex things, whatever you want to call them. So I don't need these now. So that means there should be 3 more, and I had to remember that one of them still had the little star washer on there. So there we go. I think I'll go for the one that doesn't have the washer. Nope, I can't. Make sure I put these tires on the right way here. Give the Mad Van a little bit wider of a stance. So do with that star washer. There we go. All right. So now hook up these shocks. Am I missing screws? Somehow I think I'm missing screws. I think. That's no good. How did I lose screws? Oh, whatever. Actually, that has dirt in it still. Let's see what's going on in the back here. Yeah, this is a Kyosho. Mad Van, right. How's the felony and the limitless going? They're just sitting right now. The limitless itself is basically I've got almost all the parts that I need for the build. Like I said before, I'm building the limitless to exceed what I can drive it at. It's kind of a special build in a way, and because I don't have the ability to go the speed that I'm setting it up for. So, but I'll just gradually, wean my way into it, or whatever the term is. But the infraction and the felony are basically just sitting. Can't take it out on roads like we've got right now. Everything's frozen, ice, snow. Monster Jam Man, see you later. Thank you for that super chat. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, so far we had Monster Jam Fan, Joe Daddy's Garage, and Mitchell's RC for Super Chats. Thank you, guys. All right. So now, we'll leave. Going after all this stuff that I didn't want to have to take off. But if the rear diff is the same as the front, that's going to be amazing. The rear diff obviously is getting more work. J.O. Guy. Is that your monthly dues? Thank you, J.O. Definitely appreciate it, man. Oh, there was that screw gone forever. Right, it was on the title of the stream. Right, but it says Mad Van Man, so who knows? I didn't put Kyosho in it, so you know what I mean? You'd basically just have to discern what it was. But this vehicle's known by a lot of people. It's just that phaser setup. Yeah, the phaser, got the wide kit on it now. We'll see how this thing handles with the wide kit. Definitely a lot cheaper than Traxxas's wide kit. I'll tell you that. All right, so that reveals what, 2 screws there maybe? Or are those connected to that? So pull that off. Is this seriously? Those 2 screws there. I might not even have to have, well, yeah, I kind of did. I do have to take this shock tower off. It looks like there's 2 more screws towards this side here. Yep. 2 more screws. Oh, well, that's gone. At least I think it's 2 more screws. I see it looks like almost 2 more screws. Yeah, I'm right. There are 2 more screws. Right there and there. So that is 6 screws holding on that rear tower. Now it should come off, I hope. I don't think there's a drop down screw, is there? Nope. So should that come off now? Oh, look at that, it doesn't. All right. Now why is that? So just took off. Oh, this, Jesus, there's 8 screws. Forget 6. There's 8. 2 in the back. I mean, 4 in the back, 4 in the front. See, Mitchell's RC, it's not about taking the hammer out and start beating the crap out of it. You take your eyes and you just look. But oh no, Mitchell's RC over here just literally, he would have just taken the hammer out and started hammering on it. Right, Mitchell? Get out the hammer. It's hammer time. Right, the hammer fixes all. This Mad Van's getting some love today. Holy smokes. I didn't think I was going to get this far into it. This is unlike me to do this too. I don't do this. This is going way beyond. Let's put it this way. How long have I... Whoa. That flash just burned my eye. Burned my eyes. How long have I had that DB Pro? How many times have I ripped it? And how many times have I said this is the last time? Because I've got to definitely maintain it. I never do. That DB Pro still right now is sitting on my rack, on my RC rack, rusting away because of that last rip that I took at the ocean. Everything, like I swear, those springs, they're probably going to snap if I compress them. That's how rusty everything is now. We'll see. We will see. Friends buy tracks. Sure they do, guy. I love my UDR. I'd love to find out what the X-Max is like, and the parts for the X-Max should be here today, so I'm planning on doing a X-Max video. Yeah, look at that. Are you kidding me? With all the beatings that this thing has gotten, how is this thing looking this clean? I don't even need to do anything. Except, you know what I will do? I will thicken up the, I'm going to thicken up the rear. This, Kyosho has definitely got something, man. This phaser stuff and this Mad Van, I'm not joking when I say the Mad Van is awesome. A little ripper. I mean, we're not talking, you know, a 12S, you know, beast. This is just a little 2S, 3S ripper. And if you want to have a blast, man, I definitely recommend go ahead and get yourself one of these. They're fun. I am going to throw thicker diff fluid in here, though. But we'll get a look in here. This diff should literally be the same. I would expect to see a little bit more gear wear inside of this, just because of the more pressure that the rear end has when driving. But this little Mad Van is fun. Thomas Downey Jr. He is related to Iron Man. What's going on, guy? Look at that. Definitely, you can definitely see there's a slight difference between the front and the rear on this. I'm still not going to clean it out, though. Everything looks mint. So on this one, I'm going to squeeze in 50K. Just to get some lubrication going in there. A little bit thicker. That should be good enough. I don't even feel like I need to clean out in there, but I will. Just a little bit. Oh, I just bumped the gear off. Nice. Whoops. Crap. Come on. Back on there. Flying Fortress, what's going on? It's funny that you're watching me putting. Ah, you do? That's awesome. Hey, now that you're here, then, how much is the aluminum motor mount? Are you talking about for a Mad Van, right? Because obviously that'd probably be nice to suck away some of the heat. Are you also stock? Like, I mean, did you switch over to brushless or something? Mario, what's happening, man? You're late. Did you just wake up? Flying Fortress, did you say? Flying Fortress, where'd you go, guy? Did Flying Fortress answer? Did I miss it? And then about 20 bucks. Okay, so 20 bucks for the thing. Fully stock other than metal drive shafts in the center. Nice. Yeah, well, you know that this thing is stock. This thing, I haven't done anything to it. Well, other than now it's got the wide kit. Oh, crap. Mad Van just went wide. I don't even know what the offset difference is. I think it's more funny than anything. All right, so good there. Should check the shocks. Yeah, they need fluid. Yeah, I mean, if it seems fine. The only thing that I'm noticing, mine, have you replaced your motor yet? My motor is pretty much burnt out right now. It's just hanging on. It'll probably only rip this one last time. And then my guess is it's probably just gonna be done. I think I'm only gonna get one more rip out of this motor is my guess. I mean, I could be wrong. Could be a couple more, but it's definitely feeling the pain. There is a little bit of, there is some bubbles in there. Oh, is this shock shaft bent? Oh. Something's up with this shock. Wait a minute. Nope, it's not bent. It's almost like the body is messed up. Huh. I'm gonna take this apart. Let's see what's going on here. It's almost as if this shock body is deformed. Because that shock shaft is mint. Yeah, that's no good. Wonder if that was shock body. Actually looks like it's all right. Huh. Well, that's no good. So first issue with the Mad Van. It's almost as if let's see what's going on here. Could be that this plunger is deformed. Let's check it out. The body itself looks fine. Yeah, the plunger's mangled. So I wonder if that was from factory. Check that out. Or is it the seals, the O-rings? Isn't that funny? I'm gonna take that bottom cap off, see what's going on here. So literally that's what it was. This was binding. So this cap, I tightened the bottom cap too much, caused binding. Yeah, look at that. Now it's bound. Loosen it. So, but it seems like the piston is, there's like a burr on the piston. Well, the valve, technically, it's the valve. And not everybody calls it piston. I get it, but technically, it's a valve. It's valved. That's what I've always called it. I always like being different. So there is like a weird edge. It's right where the holes are. Let's pop these little O-rings out. See if maybe if I lubricate these a little bit. Pop it in dry, see what happens. Yeah, see? Now that's nice. So, what I will do is just put a drop in there. Yep, fixed, I think. Oh, tightened up again. Right there. Although, I can hear it. That shaft is not bent. Can feel the piston. I wonder if I should polish the shaft. See what happens. Right? It's a little better. I'm gonna go with that. God, maybe it is bent. Go with that. that, see what happens. Gone forever. Just trash. What's going on, guy? Don't like that pullback. Oh, there we go. Much better. Castle cremations. I can tell you, I thought that was funny. Castle cremations. They literally had me laughing. Just laughing thinking about it right now. Castle cremations. All right, so those two are staying out for the shocks. And I don't remember which is which here. I think I put screws in when I wasn't supposed to, I think. Maybe not. I don't think those were long screws. These ones were. But I think I put screws in the place of something that wasn't supposed to have screws. This right here was not supposed to have anything in it yet, because that gets its screws from this. But I do need to put this together. So there were 8 screws total, 4 on the front side, 4 on the back side. All right. The only extra screws are the ones for the shocks. Wicked sensitive. What the heck is going on with the thing? Giving people seizures here. Dude, you're giving me a seizure. All right. So that is there. Going into the thing for. It's your coffee guy. been drinking it. It's now frozen coffee. Surprised you're not asking where the COVID is. Guy, where's the COVID? The thing's named COVID and coffee. We don't want none of that other stuff. Literally going to the right spot blindly, dude. That was blind. I didn't even realize it was going into the right spot. That's perfect. Frappuccino. You love frozen coffee, right? Well, depending upon the type of work you do and depending upon what location you're in, sometimes your hot coffee in the morning becomes your frozen coffee in the afternoon. Depending upon what you do. Seems happy. Wow. I don't think I can't believe that I'm doing this kind of maintenance on this thing when I have my DB Pro that I absolutely, well, it's my wife's DB Pro now, but I've got my wife's DB Pro and I'm just letting it rust away. So I think I need to set my priorities a little straight here. I keep talking about I'm going to do a teardown of the DB Pro. I think I literally should just do it. Poor thing. The DB Pro is like stinking awesome. That's why my wife loves it or likes it. I don't think she loves this. It's different. She likes it. She has a couple vehicles that she likes. Of course, I'm doing stuff you can't even see what I'm doing. What matters. Pinch to zoom, baby. All right. Let's see what we got here. pieces, parts. Look at that, huh? Only got a couple parts left. I didn't bother putting this stupid plastic piece in between. And it probably has to do with heat. This probably prevents the motor from melting the plastic thing. But what it was also doing is preventing air. So, yeah. We're not going to go that route. Where's the driver I was using to push that on with? Right over here. Can't believe the driver's the perfect size to push the bearing in this spot into place. That's awesome. Like I say, I love it when a plan comes together. Garbage. You know it, guy. Garbage. Don't forget, we got these extra reach hexes. What the heck? Does it say how many millimeters it is? 5? 8? What's that say on there? Does it say 8? Can't even tell. What does it say? Can't even read it. Well, whatever it is, it's the extended reach hex. So the Mad Van is going wide. It's going to be, oh no. Mad Van's not going to be going anywhere without drive shafts. Crap. Whoops. 5 millimeter. Dude, I couldn't even read it. Almost looks like it said 8. But yeah, I can see it now. Good eyes, man. I had to use the camera to try and see what it was, but this Mad Van wasn't going to go anywhere fast without having its drive shaft in there. How come nobody said nothing? Oh, you guys out there, come on! Supposed to be helping me build this thing, or helping me put this thing back together. Not laughing in the background, going, "Wait till you get outside, guy. You're not going to be driving anywhere." Oh, you people laughing in the background. Nice drive shafts. You can literally see them right there, too. I know somebody had to have seen these little dog bones sitting there. People snickering in the background. You forgetting a step, guy? What are you talking about? All right, here we go. Now we can put this back on. This Mad Van's going to rip. I got to spray this thing with cooking spray when I take it out to keep the snow off, especially like the wheels. And which tire? This one? Nope, this one. Mad Van's going wide. Wide van. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Why am I putting so much into this little mad van? This is crazy. I'm so abusive to the laser nut and... Oh, you know what? I should take the laser nut out. Got too many RCs to take out in the snow. Definitely a difference between cinnamons, man. That other cinnamon's nasty. Is it hot hoopty? RC, you like your vans? What about real vans? I was actually thinking about getting one. Oh, gotta put this thing on. That's the one thing that I haven't owned. I have not owned a van yet. I've always hated vans. Well, I mean, soccer mom vans. Definitely could never have one of those, but 70s, maybe even, you know, maybe even I don't think a 60s, but maybe. Definitely a 70s van. Well, I don't know, man. I can't believe this thing just got literally more attention than some other RCs that I have that deserve it. So this thing is back together. Mad Van is back together and ready to rip. We got a little bit of the wide van happening here. We did try out this product right here, which is it's by Bondic. I don't know, man. Not sure what this will be good for. The way it cures by light. So if you put it inside of a crack, it'll never cure. Yeah, I don't know. It was worth a shot. So we've got our vent holes taped up, which is going to prevent, you know, obviously snow and water and stuff getting inside and messing up the ties. I did stick on, I believe it says the 5mm things here, the hexes. So Mad Van now has a little bit of a wider stance. So look at that. So Mad Van's definitely a little bit wider now, which is going to put a little bit more pressure on it, but I think the Mad Van's got it. We took apart both the basically all 4 shocks, boom, kind of like basically topped them off. Realized that one of the shocks was binding, which that's all squared away now. That's definitely happy. I might have to tighten it up later. Opened up the diffs, realized that with the amount of times that I've ripped this van, I do not comprehend why the differentials looked as good as they did. The differentials front and rear just have a grease in them. I have no idea what grease it is, but they had a grease. The front, I put 10K in it, just topped it off with 10K. And then in the rear, I basically the same exact thing. I definitely feel the rear. Oh, I forgot to put, did I forget to put the shim in? No, I didn't. The rear definitely was a little bit more used than the front, like I expected. A little bit more pressure inside of that differential. But still clean. The grease looked very clean. I think what's nice about this, maybe this little RC, is how configurable it is. I mean, I took the extended hexes from my kit and I stuck them on the van just to give it a wider stance. Is that going to be detrimental to it? Oh, it's only 5 millimeters. And I think this van can handle it, man. Topped off the shocks with fluid for me where I am right now. With 25, it looked like that was about what was in it. Yeah, that's it. And the motor is probably on its way out. So what I may end up doing is taking the mad vanness off of this, or I might just throw in a inexpensive ESC and motor combination. Mitchell's RC, he has actually done some, I want to say some legwork on checking out some of the inexpensive ESCs. He's actually gone that route with a couple of his RCs, and both Jo and Mitchell, who are in the chat right now, they both have that, the heck is that thing called? The Snowcat. So they both have the Snowcats, and I don't know if Mitchell, I don't know if Jo is going to do it, but I know Mitchell, he actually bought a brushless setup, dual motor, 2 motors, 2 ESCs, I think. Is that how you did it? You know, but obviously he has to figure out how to do it. But he's got a brushless system that he's going to throw in his Snowcat. And if you watch his video, the best part about Larry's video, which is, sorry, I said your name, Larry, but Mitchell's RC, the best part about Mitchell's RC's video on that Snowcat is listen to literally how happy he is. Ripping that little Snowcat, he was having a blast. And that's, oh, God, that light, I keep forgetting about that. Isn't that like the whole point of all this RC stuff, is to have a blast, to get out there and rip it, you know? To get out there and do a mullet hawk like what I've got. I gotta fix it. But yeah, I don't know. Just get out there and have some fun. Get out there and rip it. I'm gonna actually take a break from the live, but I actually will be back with another live. Today is literally going to be live stream day. I got the day off, and today's live stream day. So I got I probably won't do anything in the shop because my shop is still a disaster. I've been working on my entire lower level, the shop, the workout room, everything that we've got, the boiler room, everything. I got all my more important car parts down there that I keep inside. Factory original OEM fenders and hoods and stuff like that for a Camaro. Got Ford parts in there, bumpers, and all kinds of stuff, which I keep inside the house. Keep it in at least the Camaro parts, keeping those in a climate controlled kind of environment. Let's see what else. The shop is just literally blown apart. I can't do anything in the shop right now. I've got it's even worse than, was it a video? I don't think it was a live. Yeah, it was the video, the Outcast video. I think it was the Outcast video. When I had taken Yeah, I had the Outcast on the chair that I sit on. And I was doing something. Oh, I think it was the after rip. So, yeah. It's like I always say, just get out there and rip it. I want to thank the, obviously, thank the subscribers in general, because if you guys weren't here, this wouldn't be happening. Well, I mean, it would be happening, but it definitely makes it a lot more fun. Hopefully, we picked up a couple of more people. I'm going to switch this around so I can see what's going on here. Let's see. Switch it. There we go. Hey. That looks worse. It looks horrible. If I go like that. I don't know. All right. So what I did want to do is I did want to thank the people that did the super chats. So we had a couple of super chats today. We had Mitchell's RC. We had Joe Daddy's Garage, Monster Jam from Germany, and JORC. Guys, thank you very much for those super chats. Jump into the live chat right now. We have got Hot Hoop DRC. We got Mario. We have Mitchell's RC. Jo. Who else? Dan the man. Dan Beard. I think I'm saying that right. Baird. It could be Baird, but it looks like it says Beard. Could be Baird. Dan Baird. Oh no, it is Beard, isn't it? Because your icon or your whatever has got a beard on it. Whoops. Almost put you in timeout. Who else have we got here? I think that's it. 23 people in chat. How many thumbs ups we got? How many thumbs ups we got? 40. Nice. All right. So anybody in chat? Anybody in chat right now not throw a thumbs up on there? Let's see. Can I break over 41? Who else is here? A regular Dan was here. There were a bunch of people here. This was pretty crazy. So 40 thumbs ups, man. That's actually pretty. Look at that. See who did it? Who was in there that didn't give a thumbs up? See, I always forget too, but you got to go back. And the only reason why I talk about the thumbs up is just because, like I've said before, you give the video a thumbs up, whatever. If you don't like the content, obviously don't give it a thumbs up. But if you like the content or whatever, give it a thumbs up, because literally all it does for me is it tells YouTube that, hey, you know what? Channel might be, worth laughing at, watching, having a good time, hanging out, whatever. Like I said, you guys basically are at my house. We got 20 people at my house right now. It's pretty crazy. So, but yeah, just get out there and rip it, and don't be afraid. Go ahead and do yourself a mullet arc. Who cares? You only live once, right? Have a blast, get out there, rip it. And I'm going to end the stream right here. So I'll see you guys probably 2 more times, 3 more times, 4 more times today. Who knows? I'll end up doing another live. I do want to do the Redcat Racing Kaiju. I do have the steel spur gear, and I'm going to basically just install that. That should be a very quick live. I would like to get out there and... What is that? Who just did a super chat? Here I am canceling it. What's going on? Mario, guy, dude, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Chainsaw, dude. You just hanging around and lurking in the background? Where were you? Chainsaw is here. So, all right. I am just going to end it. I got to put my finger in front of the thing there. What do we do today? Just worked on the Mad Van. We did more maintenance to the Mad Van than I think. I haven't done any maintenance to my wife's DB Pro. Horrible. That's not the right way to do it. So take it from me. That's not the right way. All right. I'm out. You should get out too. And point blank.